Immortals is a brand spanking new lineup with more than a few big names.
Yeah, both fans and pro players have lofty expectations for this team due to the star power that they've been able to acquire. They're taking Fnatic's top-end jungle duo with synergy intact straight from Europe, but we also have to keep an eye on Pobelter and Wild Turtle. Now, these are two guys that have won LCS titles previously, but were both released from their teams during the offseason. Now, this is their chance to find redemption on a new squad.
Immortals is running right over them. Huni with the phase dive. Huni with the quadra. The fall. Is it going to be the penta? Huni in the final game of their spring split gets a pentakill.
And Immortals are going to take the base, and they're going to take the record of most winningest team in the North American LCS.
And the best record.
This team's 17-1. I want to ask you about Immortals as a team because you came together. People weren't sure where this team would stack up, but you guys have dominated North America like no team ever has before. How has Immortals met or exceeded your expectations coming into the year?
Like, what if we meet Bear and the Bear one-shot us?
What's that? Are you gonna be fine?
And of course, they're looking forward to see Immortals, who are headed to the stage for their first playoff performance. They're going up against TSM, who are playoff veterans and will be looking to head to the finals yet again as an organization.
On the back of a 3-0, no one was saying that TSM would win this, let alone in a clean sweep over Immortals, who were 17-1 in the regular season. Absolutely incredible play from TSM. So impressed by it.
So the Gauntlet is our last chance to qualify for this year's World Championships. So it's just one best of 5 to qualify for Worlds.
The board back and forth, Immortals able to grab one, but Cloud9 looking to clinch the victory. They're leaving on a jet plane. Cloud9 are your third seeds for NA at World.
I just wanted to say to you guys, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. All of you guys cheering for me. See you at International League or World Championship. I will try my best to make it. Thanks a lot again. Goodbye.
I could have I took the friendship for granted, I guess. Like, everyone's gonna leave now, and then it felt like only yesterday, we're all just hanging out and eating together and making fun of each other, but I guess everyone's going home now, and I might not see everyone again.
Oh, what is that? Deal! It's your turn to move the night of dream team. I'm on the head and bad time.
Expectations for me personally have not been met because I really feel that the players we have right now are exceptionally good as athletes and as people, as humans. They're really good people, very easy to work with, very well mannered, very nice, and they get along with each other. So I expected a lot more from the team. Where the onus of blame falls, it's not for me to say, but I do feel like we could have done better.
On 1, 2, 3, Immortals! Let's fucking go! On this new roster. And after a year of regular season successes and playoff failures for Immortals, they have replaced every member on their roster save for Pobelter in the mid lane. And of course, this new roster, it's stacked with talent, but we've seen time and time again that having talent is only one piece of the puzzle in becoming a top.
And I progressively have got better and better. Breaking point Dardoch was nothing compared to TLA Dardoch and early season Dardoch. I was really not a good teammate, and I was very selfish, and I wanted to kind of showcase myself more so than help my team win or do the better thing for my organization. And especially the community backlash kind of gave me, it kind of humbled me and kind of put me in perspective, you've only been playing for a year, you're not really that big of a deal. So it's you gotta get your act together or you're gonna lose your job before you even, experience the whole thing.
Exposed and Envy are gonna take it down and take down Immortals!
Because all the laners have to play perfectly around John pushing out, and then I'm next to whoever needs help pushing out. You guys need to be on that. You guys are not doing your job.
But their main goal, they're not setting out to say, we want to make Worlds, we want to win playoffs. They're just, let's do as best as we can. And
our main goal is how do we make sure that we have kind of a long-term competitive future for the Immortals roster. And that doesn't just mean how do we make sure we can get the best free agents that are available every year. It also means how do we perfect our systems for developing talent and making sure that talent is committed to us.
With 2 changes on the Immortals organization, Coach and Nick Smithy coming into summer, they've gone from a 7th place team in spring to top 2 summer split.
It's just, I don't know, it's the feel-good story, right?
The roster that I think a lot of people at face value would say doesn't look as good. Some of the longest standing LCS veterans are on this team.
But these guys were never like the stars.
This is a team that Immortals picked for the players' attitude so they could grow together.
Yeah, and I think, you know, personal change and personal growth has been the story for every single one of these players.
Every split, this team just feels completely different. I mean, 2016 summer season team that couldn't make it to Worlds, then by putting in Xmithy to the completely rebuilt roster already, they found so much success, and they threw away a huge lead in Game 4 of the NA Finals to not even force a Game 5 or have a chance of winning the NA LCS, but they were so nearly the very best team in North America that you wonder, like, how stable is that success? Because it's been so quick, yet so good.
And it would mean so much for Immortals as one of the newer organizations of the North American LCS. You know, they've already had unprecedented success for a new organization, you know, in the NALCS, but for them to also be able to get out of groups would be so big for them.
The kill, Cody caught by a Raptor, that's going to be it, Fnatic push through, take down the Nexus, and look to make world history, as they go up against once more the Gigabyte Marine.
Look at the smiles on Fnatic faces, they defy expectations, they're going to take down Immortals and keep their quarterfinal hopes alive.
I know it'll be really easy over the next few days to just like feel bad and hang out in the hotel room and isolate yourselves, and that's one way of dealing with it. But you've all been through enough off seasons to know that like there's a very decent chance that come the end of this week, you might not see some of these people again. You might not be playing on a team with them next year. So as much as you all might want to kind of go off and do your own thing and sulk a bit, and it's your right to do so, let's also think about the teammates that you've worked with to get this far and make sure that you put in some quality time with them before everyone heads off home for the off season.